Blessings everyone, it's that time again for my end of the year super sale. 30-minute consultations, normally priced at $77, are now only $55, or you can get a certificate at the sale price and redeem it at a later date. Sale ends December 21st, so you want to take advantage of it while it's here. Go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there Libra, it's time to have a look and see what is going on with your third week of December 2020. And just a quick reminder, if you're watching your rising sign horoscope, your rising sign is going to give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope is showing up. Got a guy doing the motorcycle up and down the road. And your moon sign horoscope is going to be giving you the additional story that is playing out this week. And if you are interested in checking out my Sagittarius lunar eclipse video, I combined this week's astrology video with the incoming wave because it's synced up really, really well. And I've got that on my main channel page. You can just click on my avatar and go check it out there. So your main theme of this week, well, you've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this week is all about release. It's all about letting go of things that you've been carrying for far too long, whether you've been carrying it for other people or you have been maybe holding on to it for yourself, but it could be something that maybe it has to be let go of, even though maybe it doesn't feel like sufficient information or sufficient experiences have had occurred that made you feel like you can let it go or get over it. The thing about the Four of Pentacles reversed here, though, is indicating that the more you release, the less you're tied down and the more can come in, right? We have a certain quotient when it comes to our reality experience, and you don't really get a whole lot of new when you're holding on to a whole bunch of old. And that's the truth. And sometimes we hold on to old things that aren't even true. Sometimes we just hold on to things that are impactful. And they may not necessarily tell a truthful story, but they hold on, even though, because they impacted us all the same, right? And we don't even know the full truth, but because of the emotional intensity, our lower levels, our subconscious, our ego, our lower emotional bodies, might get stuck on them in a very unhealthy way. And so with the Four of Pentacles reverse, this is a week where you're going to see a lot of release opportunities showing up, but also a lot of dispensation coming to you as well. Dispensation in the form of opportunities, openings, friends, as well as transitions, especially where you might have been feeling a lot of doors were kind of kept shut or maybe shutting you out. There is a loving welcome here. We are dropping things that ultimately, again, we have no business carrying into 2021, no business carrying into tomorrow, no business carrying for as long as we had. And we are emptying our space, of course, in a decluttery kind of way for new. And that new shows up this week as well. We'll talk about that here in a sec. As we get on to your personal responsibility card, what you are required to take responsibility for in order to have the highest trajectory possible this week, you've got the Knight of Swords upright. This is all about discernment. This is all about objectivity. This is about letting go of any kind of maybe, again, emotional attachments, whether it's a bias, or maybe a preferential treatment, or even distrust, even the negative things that people might hold on to, either to protect themselves, split into black and white, this is good, this is bad. Because the Knight of Swords is indicating that it is through clarity, discernment, and neutrality that you're going to start to see a lot of things that have just not been going anywhere fast are finally going to get their chance to move. Now, I am seeing a lot of you still doing a great deal of clearing with that Knight of Swords, right? Clearing cords, clearing attachments to people, attachments to spaces, events, sometimes even obligations. If you have any kind of personal journeys that might actually be rooted in, unhealthy situations. You're going to get a chance to be releasing yourself from that, whether it was externally or self-imposed. And with the Knight of Swords, there are some breakthroughs, some powerful speed ups, right? If it's taking you too long to segue into a transfer, get that promotion, start seeing that person, making that move, whatever it is, the Knight of Swords is offering some haste here, but that discernment and neutrality about what needs to go and what needs to be cleared without attachment is crucial. As we get on to your material shifts, what's going on when it comes to your work, your personal abundance, your material wealth, your prospects when it comes to upward mobility? You've got the Three of Wands upright, and it does look like an affirmative answer is coming your way, especially when it comes to things that you've been putting out there. And I'm feeling like these are things that you've been putting out there possibly for the last couple of months. I don't feel like this has to be something super recent, but it's also not something it's not like the summer. It's definitely recent. But with the Three of Wands upright, it's something where, you're kind of getting your go-ahead, right? We're seeing a green lighting happening here. Now, with the Three of Wands, this is also a commencement. I do feel like, okay, not only are we getting an affirming answer, but we're also saying, but this also has to start now or in the very, very short term. So again, with the Knight of Swords, free yourself up, right? Lighten your load with the Four of Pentacles reversed. This could be actually putting you in a position to start working either in your field or in a position or in a division that actually really, really resonates with where you are right now. And you may also be finding that there is an opportunity to elevate your position and your status, however you define that, within your peer group. So a big jump up is in the offering here. As we get on to your closest one-on-one connections, your personal relationships, whether they are romantic, platonic, family, doesn't matter. We've got the Nine of Wands upright, and it does look like there's something going on where a lot of you are going to be finding out about something going on behind closed doors that is not, I don't know if I would say this is necessarily something that has to be kept private universally. For some it will, for some it won't. But this is something that people are trying to get a handle on, and they might not. Now, this could be very sensitive information. I don't feel like this is anything necessarily personally scandalous, but this may be something that a person is letting you in on, again, sensitive information in order to call in for your assistance with this, or just as a consideration to you to keep you in the know. We could be finding out about some family stuff going on behind closed doors, or possibly some situations going on with in-laws, finding out about things through our partner. This is, if you are in a place where you're looking for new love or new romance, I am finding that somebody is going to let you beyond their barriers. Even if this is a new person, you may be finding out that somebody is letting you know about something going on with them that might feel very, very personal in the very beginning. So make sure you handle that with care. But the Nine of Wands, ultimately, it's all about this exchange and witnessing of very sensitive information that, I'm not sure how this is going to affect the relationship. This could bring everyone a lot closer together, but it is going to get you involved in a matter that is highly sensitive. And so it could, again, take down some barriers in certain relationships, friendships, and family situations. It could actually bring a lot more closeness in. But it is also, I do feel like it's something that is going to be pretty intense. As we get on to your personal shifts, what's going on with you? You have the Ace of Swords reversed. This whole week is about knowing where to apply our power, where to apply our energy, and stop wasting it. Stop directing it in spaces or at people or the past in ways where things are just not necessarily ever going to serve, And one of the things that can happen with the Ace of Swords reversed is that we are getting an opportunity to get ahead, but maybe we don't think we want to yet. We don't think we're ready, or we feel like there's unfinished business that doesn't really exist, right? We feel like we have unfinished business. I have to wrap this up. Especially when it comes to that Four of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed, you're seeing where a lot of maybe judgment, a lot of attachment, a lot of time has been misdirected or wasted. Take ownership of what your part was in all of that, but allow yourself to enjoy the freedom of that Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. That's the most important part of this week. So that's what I've got for you, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.